Hi everyone, it's Danny, and in this video I'm going to talk about everybody's favorite orchid, which is the Phalaenopsis orchid. Phalaenopsis orchids come in different sizes, like the one I have here, which is absolutely huge. It's as big as my palm, and some smaller varieties like this one. This is not actually a mini Phalaenopsis because I think the leaves are too big, but the flowers are, as you can see, they're small and delicate, but equally beautiful. The Phalaenopsis orchid seems to be the most forgiving of the orchids, and that is why a lot of people have them and grow them successfully, as they don't require that much sunlight and humidity. They just need their watering once a week, and they reward you each year with beautiful blooms. This one here, I have her for about 2 years now. She's been through a lot. She's been knocked down by pigeons last year, caused some damage, and this year I knocked her, and fortunately I messed up her leaf, but she's okay. The scars will remain, but the plant will actually be okay. And this one I purchased in December, and she was packed in sphagnum moss and almost ready to rot. So immediately I changed the medium. I put her into a bark medium, and she's slowly starting to produce new roots. You can see here, which is a very good sign, and also a new leaf. This is the first time I see her in bloom. I absolutely love this color because I didn't have this one. Now, the best thing about Phalaenopsis is the fact that the flowers last a long time, maybe for about 3 months, and then they can produce even more flowers. There are some techniques to do this, and some Phalaenopsis prefer to make a secondary spike like I have here. If you cut the tip, how I like to cut them is right above the final node. As you can see on this stem, on this flower stalk, she has some nodes here and there. And I know some people say that you should leave 2 nodes and then cut it, but I actually like to cut it right above the last node that it has, and then come the flowers. But if I cut it here, I might have actually more secondary spikes. And I've noticed that this works better, at least for me. So this is the case with this one. Even though she was stressed out, I decided not to cut off the whole flower spike and just see what she does. And she did bloom for me. And she did have the power to put out a new leaf and some new roots, which means Phalaenopsis orchids are strong plants and very forgiving. And in order to kill one, all you have to do is overwater it. Phalaenopsis orchids usually come in plastic pots, in clear plastic pots, so you can see the roots. That's because they also produce photosynthesis in their roots. And I also like it that you can actually see the development. I would have never known that she's doing okay and she has new roots if I didn't have this pot, because at the surface I can't see any movement. So I can be relieved now that she's doing okay. Okay, I have some more Phalaenopsis to show you in different stages. Like this one that I absolutely love. But unfortunately, her flowers didn't last that long. And this is an actual picture. I like to put pictures on my labels. This is an actual picture of the flower. It's yellowish green with red spots. She's absolutely gorgeous. but she was planted in a bark medium that was just breaking down and she was kind of suffering. So I repotted her. Now from the top she decided she wants to continue. She made another bud. Oh, come on, focus. Oh, this is impossible. Sometimes you can get more buds to appear here, not only one. She also has this growth here on the stem. But both of them are developing really, really slow. And I always wondered why. But I found out recently. She is also producing another main spike. So I'm really looking forward to see this one in bloom because she's beautiful. And I will make a video when she's in bloom. Okay, another Phalaenopsis that I have. I'm not going to show you all my Phalaenopsis because there are many. Is this one. This is a mature and healthy plant. It has a lot of roots. I'm gonna repot her after the flowers are done because that's what I do, because I have no idea how long it's been in this medium and I don't really like what's happening there. But other than that, she seems really, really healthy. The leaves look okay as well. It seems to have a few scars, maybe from the transport, but this is quite okay. Now people usually pin the spikes up for aesthetic reasons, but you can also let them grow without pinning them up, and this is how it usually looks like. The spike either will go down, either will curl around the orchid, depending on where the light is coming from, because the spikes always head towards the light. This was how I bought this one. I didn't shape this flower spike, but I don't mind it. It looks different. The only thing I have with it is that the flowers are crowded here and they're actually leaning on the leaf, so I cannot really see the full bloom. But it looks pretty like that. Looks like she has a ribbon around her. My Phalaenopsis stay in the warmer side of my balcony and the side that doesn't have so much moisture, just because they're not that fussy about light. They're low light orchids with intermediate temperature needs, and they do really great there. In order to make an orchid rebloom, a Phalaenopsis orchid rebloom, it is very important to have a temperature drop in the nighttime of about 5 degrees Celsius. Should be okay. And usually this happens in winter. And when you have this in late winter or spring, you'll have new spikes coming out. She can produce either one spike, either 2 spikes, depending on her mood. And I can't show you on this one, but okay, let me try. The spikes will always appear beneath the second leaf. So on a side, so you have one, first leaf, second leaf, and then the spike. It will not appear anywhere higher. And the way to tell a spike from a root is that the spike goes up and has this pointy, almost pointy shape to it. While a root, I don't have any new roots on this one to show you, but the roots are thicker, and usually they become grayer as they grow. Only the tip stays green. Okay everyone, hope this was helpful. I know everybody loves Phalaenopsis. I do too. They're very easy to grow if you give them some bright sunlight if you wish. They can do good in a northern window as well. Water them when the medium has dried out and you see the roots gray. When you water them, they will actually turn green. But when they're gray, they need a water. And that's about it for this orchid. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.